Ever wonder what that thing does? Well, this is Tyler with Robbins Contracting. Today, I'm going to tell you. I'm out here at the Country Farm Homes in Windsor, here to talk about that. A distribution transformer. So what is a distribution transformer? Well, glad you asked. Give you a clue. It has nothing to do with that. Alright, so it has to do with the electricity in your home. When subdivisions are made, they run power lines under the street out here. I'm trying to show you. Out there's another transformer. I'll call them transformers instead of distribution transformers. That runs, there's a line that runs under there to connect to this one. And when the city or the utility company hooks up power to the neighborhood, voltage comes in primary lines under the street out there, and then it goes through a distribution transformer to step down the voltage. In this case there's two. It steps down back there at the street, then comes up here, steps down right here, and what we're going to do, what we already did, is took a line under there, put it in a temporary meter so that we can plug our cords in and stuff while we're building the house. We will then move that line, connect it all the way over to the house. Right there on the corner of the house, we're going to have a disconnect box where it will be connected to the meter box inside the house. Or the panel, I should say, the breaker box inside the house. So, why do we need a distribution transformer? Well, because out there on the street, the voltage is like 1,000,000 volts. I'm just kidding, it's not 1,000,000 volts. I really don't know what it is. I've read it varies. It's like anywhere from 2,000 to 69,000 volts out there in the street. So that little guy is hot. You're not going to want to touch that. That's what that steel box is there for, so you don't shock yourself. That would be one heck of a shock. To put that in perspective, inside the house, you plug in your phone charger to an outlet. That's 110 volts. Yeah, so we're going from, what, 50,000 volts down to 110 volts. You shock yourself on an outlet, you'll get a little warning buzz. You shock yourself in that little guy, you're going to get crispy, a little crispy. So, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm walked over here to show you. There's going to be a disconnect box right here on the other side of this. The electricians have already hooked up in this part. That is the supply line to the panel. There's the panel right there. A lot of people have seen a breaker panel. There's our supply line, comes up through the attic, drops down right here. And there's the disconnect box right there that's going to be on the outside of the house, so you could disconnect the power anytime you need to from the outside of the house. That will be soon connected in, all in, and ran back out to that transformer. The meter is actually already sitting there. You can see there's a temporary meter. I'm going to walk back over here, get a little closer to show you this. There's a temporary meter and a permanent meter right next to each other. We have a construction meter or a temporary meter in place right now. We'll move that over to the permanent pedestal as soon as we're done. So this guy on the left here is the temporary. That's the permanent. So that line runs under to here, goes into there. This is the meter where the meter guys come up and read how much power you use. Runs underground to the house. That's pretty much it. Long story short, lesson learned, do not mess with these green boxes. There's a lock on there for a reason. We'll leave that guy alone. You'll get zapped. This is Tyler with Robbins Contracting. Now you know.